Hello. The Bloodlust is live. Welcome and good afternoon. Thank you so much for being here today. We're going to be hopping into some Trackmania. Haven't been playing too much of it. I did get on last night. I couldn't help myself. Had to check out the new weekly stuff. I was getting prepared for, Trackmania Tuesday, and had to hop in and check out the new weekly stuff. So we're going to check out last week's records, week 34 of the weekly shorts, which honestly I'm kind of surprised we've actually been around for 34 weeks already. That's crazy. I didn't even, time flies. Obviously I haven't been reviewing everyone since then. I think I started on like week 14 or something, but still, that's, been a while. Appreciate everybody who is here. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. Definitely appreciate you being here, sticking around, enjoying the content. I'll fix that. And drag both of them down. Just a touch. I can deal with 0 people in my chat. I'd rather have 0 bots though. Why is everything being so ridiculous here? There we go. That's better. Okay. Now that we got that all set, we're gonna hop right in. Thank you again for being here. We're gonna get rid of the bots. Bots can go bye-bye. Wham! Yeah. Goodbye. Okay. Taking a moment to retrieve our data here. Not sure what's going on. There we go. Alright. Weekly shorts. Did get the author medal on the first track, of course, as I said, I couldn't help myself, but we're gonna check out week 34 records. I have not even looked at them yet. I'm assuming they're probably pretty strong, and I'm likely 2 or 3 seconds behind on everyone. Shield Bandit, of course, 1.3 seconds, 1.32 seconds ahead of me on the first track. Taking first place in Oregon, 5th place in the United States, not even in the top 5 in North America, probably not even top 10 in the world, but still representing for Oregon. That is our challenge, always chasing after Shield Bandit's records. Shield Bandit again, just under a second ahead of me on that one. Got a couple of pretty good scores here, 2 seconds ahead of me on that one. I'm really curious what they did there. There must be some kind of trick that I missed, like a wall climb or something. Witch Forest, there was some interesting stuff going on here. A couple of slick little paths that you could take. I was actually only 0.4 seconds behind them, less than half a second. I really did grind for that one. There was a couple of smooth gaps that you could take. This one, however, was kind of a gamble track, sort of a bonk cup kind of situation, which I do alright at those sometimes, but I ended up 2 seconds behind Shield Bandit on that one. What's the world records here? Haven't even looked at the world records. Not even that much farther behind. Yeah, Shield Bandit's only 0.4 behind the world record. Again, only 0.55 behind. So like just over half a second. Alright, so let's check them out. Start with the first track in the set, of course. Got ourselves the Ponk Edition Red Bull. Chocolate milk's better energy drink if you didn't know. Better for you too. So here we go. This is Spinning on Ice, featuring Mosquito. Now, I did have plenty of problems with this track. I am not an ice master by any means. We're gonna go ahead and take a quick run on it so you guys can see what we got going on here. So we start out with a quick little ice slide around this corner here. You want to not straighten out right before you hit that sand. Keep all of your speed. Obviously don't cut there and hit that sign because that was bad. Snow slows you down a lot. There's snow on that corner. So we go this way. We straighten out here. Lose some speed, but that's okay. You want to go as straight here as you can. The idea is to do a 360 there, but I do not really know that mechanic. So yeah, nice quick little short track, of course. It is the weekly shorts. However, there is also a fun little alternate path that you can take on this track. You go down below here. There is a reactor section underwater, which is kind of an interesting path. Even if you hit it like pretty much perfect, it is pretty difficult to make that with any kind of like notable time. But it's fun just to know that there's an alternate path there. Everybody likes alt paths. So let's check out our records. The records, world records. So we got Twist. That's I don't remember who that is, but SCHR, Ersky, Switch, and Tom Bede in the top 5. Bunch of names that honestly don't recognize. The SHCR I do. I'm not sure who that is, but in any case, we're gonna throw everyone in the top 5 in there. They are all really close. Number 1 is actually 0.15 ahead, which is kind of mind-blowing on a track this size. So we're gonna go ahead and watch the run. We can see they all go to the right. It's apparently faster that way. Oh, they don't even ice slide. They just catch the corner. What a neat trick. And it looks like they don't do the 360 either. So let's go ahead and watch from Tom Bede's perspective here. So looks like they're all pretty much even. They catch that corner. Oh no, they just go around the plastic and skip the ice entirely. And they do the 360. Twist doing an epic little trick right there. Living up to their name. Twist. So they skip that ice entirely. Stick to that plastic edge. Barely stick to the ground there. 360 in the air and get a super sweet close cut there. Much faster than everybody else. You don't even see them in the rear view in the end of that. Beautiful 360. Barely keeps one tire on the ground. Perfect turnaround. Just about as close as you can get to that upright. Excellent run by Twist. Well done. Barely keeps contact on the ground. One tire on the ice. Perfect 360. That is the kind of movement that you're looking for. Obviously, as I said, I do not understand 360s. Ice mechanics actually in this game are just tough all on their own. But in any case, well done to Twist. That was definitely an impressive run. Excellent work to everybody there in the top 5. As always, being in the top 5 in the world is nothing to talk shit about. So they did a good job. Well done. So we go ahead and we're going to check out the second track here. Now this one is an interesting one. I'm not sure what this first surface is. Like, it looks like dirt. it kind of reacts like dirt, but it also feels more sticky than dirt. It's weird. Once you transition to here, this is dirt, this is brick, this is that weird substance, this is dirt, and then pavement, dirt, pavement, dirt. And so, I mean, like, it's a pretty simple little track. You just basically do kind of like a conch shell little thing and a loop at the end. Nice tight line there, and smash into the wall. Because I suck. Keep lots of speed and lose it all there. The whole point here is to not slide at all. So that is, of course, what they call a no slide. And that is not nose slide, that is no slide. Lots of people get confused by that if you say it too quickly. But yeah, so the idea is to no slide. So you want to get the perfect turn angle for that corner and keep your speed just right. And if you turn too far, then you don't accelerate as much, and you don't want to change gears while you're in a turn. And so gearing is a really important thing to know about this game, but I'm not going to go over it because it's kind of a headache to really understand. And to this point, I have no idea what's going on. What is up? Thank you for the raid. Hey, hope you're having a good one. Just reviewing the weekly tracks, week 34. I'm gonna check out week 35, do our discoveries, and get the author medals on that. But thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and check out the records. So as I said, oops, I messed it up. View records. Thank you again. That's greatly appreciated. Hey man. Hey, yeah. You're awesome. What you been up to? Hope you had a good stream. So we're gonna check out Hefest getting first place here. Hefest is a dirt god for sure. Definitely somebody from Stadium that is well recognized. Where did I go last week? Overall, I don't know. In the world, I mean, I barely made it in the top 10K. For a lot of these tracks, been trying deep slip. You mean, or is deep flip a new thing? I tried the first deep dip. I only made it like I think I made it to like the 10th floor or something. I think it's really tough after that. I made it through the first couple of floors of deep dip too. That was tough. I tried the what was they had like a track of the day for the first floor of deep slip. Deep flip is a new map. Okay, well I guess I'm gonna have to check that one out. I've checked them all out up to this point. You got a campaign that you've been working on? Anyway, so let's go ahead and check out Hefest here. We got Hefest, SHCR, Solvigance. So it looks like we are from Hefest perspective here. Beautiful snap right there. Keeping all of his speed wide around that turn. Nice and tight, close on the inside there. So of course, as I was saying, no slide, close to the inside of that wall. You want to be as tight and smooth as possible. Beautiful snap into a no slide around that corner. Well done. Nice quick run. Hefest coming in first. I actually haven't seen Hefest too many times in the weekly shorts. A lot of the veteran players don't really play shorts much. Trying to learn. It'll be a while before you get it right. Are you talking about deep flip? Or, making your own campaign and stuff? I mean, honestly, in my opinion, like, the best is just to do it. Like, I kind of did the same thing. I got caught up in my head about, like, wanting to make, really cool routes and stuff. And I mean, the first track that I made ended up being pretty sweet. They play the styles they enjoy. Yeah, right. Like, last week there was, or not last week, but week before last, I think, there was an ice track, and there was like Mika and Schmanuel and like Tech or something. But there was a bunch of people that were all recognizable names, all in the top 5. Yeah, they like to play on their preferred mediums. I personally really like dirt, but this track is just weird to me. Like, I don't like, this just doesn't feel like dirt. It feels like a combination of things, to be honest. Like, there's like rubber now. Is that a thing? People were saying. Hey, thanks for the follows, by the way. Yeah, even just around that first turn, I can't even. Without the snap, I did it faster. But yeah, I have a lot to learn, but feels too tight. Yeah, I really don't like the wall sections, like the castle wall sections and stuff like that. Those bug the crap out of me. But anyway, well done to everybody there. Where are we again? Sorry. Heffest in the first. Heffest, obviously, of course, as I said, dirt god basically. So well done. Almost like castle, yeah. Similar, maybe not quite as tight. Yeah, that's what. But I feel like that first section, like that first little left turn, before you drop down, you can see there's like a segment where it goes from dirt to dirt, but it gets a little bit wider and there's that wall left. I feel like that first segment is like a combination of maybe the brick from the castle wall and dirt or something, because it just doesn't feel right. Anyway, this is a fun track. Marshland Maze. I actually enjoyed the crap out of this track. First off, of course, you take the obvious path. You want to try to go as straight as you can through here. There's some fun stuff here, and you go around this corner, and you go whoop, and keep your speed if you can. Snap is best. You got to drift here, so you get a nice tight line. I messed it up. Drift. Oh, no. Got to turn first, and then hit the brake. There we go. Okay. And then you go boop, slow-mo into the finish. Try to get it as clean as possible. And then backwards map. And then Heffest gets this run. Yeah, right. It's funny how that's just like, it's more than a meme at this point, to be honest. Like, it's like, when's the next one? Cause isn't he like the top record holder in 2 or 3 actual games? Oh, you go reverse at start. Right, yeah, I know what you mean. Anyway, there's a couple of sweet little paths here, and so this was the path, actually, as you were saying, go reverse at the start. That is when I noticed, as I was flying there upside down, that there was some crap on the outside. So you can go, actually, around this way. And there's a nice smooth path here. But there's actually 2 or 3 different paths that you can take on every route. So there's actually a really tight left you can take there. This is a fun little path, though. I slowed down. So, wait, hold on. Is it full reverse? Legit. Wow, I didn't even know that was a thing, to be honest. Like, I've been playing on console the whole time. And so, free cam... Oh, actually reverse. Anyway, free cam's not something that we really had access to for a long time, until like just a couple of weeks ago. So I'm still kind of getting used to that concept. I was way behind. Is that the better one? And the snow car route wasn't the fastest, right? You have to reverse. Yeah, keep car right. Speed slide, reverse speed slides. That is such a freaking wild concept to me. Damn it. Yeah, that's tough. But anyway, this is the path that I ended up finding. As you were saying, the snow car route. Yeah, that was the one. I actually found this like on the last day. I was trying to do a better route, so I ended up finding this sweet little route here. You go over here and you go whoop, and then to the left, and then there's this little loop right here. And this was actually my fastest route, like I said, up until the last day. And then I found the snow car route. But Yeah. If I had found that... Right, yeah, well, I just love these Pathfinder tracks, like, just so much to get into. There's so many things to explore. That's my thing. I'm an RPG gamer, so, like, exploration is huge for me, so these freaking Pathfinder tracks really hit for me. Like, they're the most fun. They're the things I look forward to the most by far. I had to slow down a lot there. I almost smashed into that wall. Anyway. Oh, that's not actually water. That's interesting. Oh yeah, this route or... Uh-oh. Shit. That was a horrible speed slide. I didn't turn enough. Wow, that's... What is... Oh, and you're supposed to jump over that. Wow, I didn't even know that was there. I want to do that route now, just for fun. We'll look at the records in a second. I apologize. Whoa! No. That was bad. That's a rough route. I didn't even know that was there. Oof. Yeah, I suck at ice slides, but this looks like a fun route if you can get that jump. Yeah, the snow car route is tough, and the smooth steer, as you say, is... Damn it. That's the one thing I gotta get used to. It's super freaking sensitive, especially when you have some kind of medium other than just pavement below you. Yeah, see how quickly I just zoomed around that in my best run there? My PB or whatever. Yeah, because I had that smooth steer, as you said. And you gotta get like the perfect angle. It's like 13% or something. Everybody knows the 34% meme. Anyway, I want to try this ice route one more time. We will look at the records in a second. I apologize. I got way off track here. Ha, no pun intended. No. Wee! Almost. Dang it. Oh, I should have just reset. Alright, well, screw it. We'll just look at the records. I'll have to do that more for fun later. Yeah. Yeah, that's... I kind of figured that out on my own at one point, to hold the stick up and, like, do slight adjustments. That's what, that's kind of what you do a lot with just, like, not even thinking about it in, like, first-person shooters and stuff. Like, if you have a movement ability that you're using. Like, I play Rivals a lot, and, Ben, the Thing, he's got an ability that just makes him move automatically, so you don't have to hold the stick forward, but you just end up doing it anyway. And so it's kind of a similar, in my head, that feels like a similar thing, because you hold it forward and you adjust slightly to the left or right. So let's see, Voltsy, Dreams, Robber, Arthan, they're all, yeah, 2 seconds ahead. Man, that reverse path. Alright, well, let's check it out. Start from Lavsor's perspective. Oh, Lavsor goes to the left. Interesting. And then bonks off of a tree? Oh my, into a bug slide. What? You lied to me. Oh no. Sorry about that. You lied to me. You... They did not go in reverse. Alright, Lavsor, and who is that? Is that Arthan? No, Arthan goes in reverse. Who is this? Robber goes in reverse. So, Dreams. So, Voltsy and Arthan. Voltsy actually took the alternate path and bonked off of the tree. That is a wild... Oh my god. Just direct into that finish. That is crazy. Wow. Okay, let's see So we're gonna go from Dream's perspective now. Dream immediately, Robber actually a little bit tighter there, but Dream getting a nice speed slide, keeping it all the way around, Robber having to go wide just before the finish. Unfortunately. Yeah, I did not see that coming either. That is a wild finish. And two of them actually did it. Labsaur and Voltsy. What a wild bonk. Oh my god. And I mean, like, that's been the thing about these Pathfinder tracks every time. Is like, it's about finding where the soonest, not necessarily the closest, where the soonest checkpoint is, and then the closest finish from that. So, I mean, it totally makes sense if you think of, like, actually, like, scientifically from, like, point A to point B. But, oh yeah, no, he could have freaking, yeah, if he had landed more at a 90-degree angle, or maybe actually if he had landed on his side, bounced off of the wall on his side, or perpendicular from his tail, either way, but flat rather than off of his bottom, he would have actually maintained more speed and probably got another half a second off of it. Like, we could possibly see a sub 13 on this track if somebody decides to grind that. Yeah, with a little bit of a cleaner landing. The bug slide from Labsaur, though, that's actually kind of wicked. I'm not gonna lie. He had the coolest finish. I'll give him that, because he bonks off the tree too, but he gets that wild spin into a freaking crazy bug slide. Like, what is that? That is crazy. Oh my god, the top 5 on this track did not disappoint. I am impressed. Well done. Good run to everybody. Excellent work to Labsaur and Voltsy for finding this crazy freaking path. And also great job for landing it, because just wow. That is a wild path. It really looks like Labsaur should have finished that sooner. Like, how did he end up 5th? Out of, like, that's crazy. Like, they look like they finished at almost exactly the same time right there. If Labsaur had been turned a little bit to the right, his tire would have gone through probably before Voltsy. Just incredible though. Well done. Excellent work to everybody. That is Marshland Maze, week 34. That was a fun one for sure. Here we are at the Witch Forest. Now this is an interesting track. There are a couple of alternate paths, but the first big time save on this track is right at the start. If you can get a perfect angle, oh, I almost did it first try, right through that gap right there, you can freaking skip that corner, skip most of that grass, and save a ton of speed, have a much straighter line in that uphill. But it's just not worth the headache, in my opinion. So come up here, try to get a nice tight line there, full speed around this corner, boom, and then we go whoop, and then there's a hidden finish back here. Again, this is another thing I didn't find until just the last day. So hit that hidden finish. It saves a ton of time. You don't have to go the other way, but what I was doing initially was trying to make that gap, and then of course everybody does the, you know, classic freaking what's the best path here. So there are a couple of different ways you can go. You can go here, and then you can go to the left, which sets you up actually for a straighter line here, and might be better for the alternate finish, if I'm being honest. But this is the, I'm assuming, intended finish, you might say. But yeah, nice short track. There are a couple of little tricks here, but nothing too wild. The hidden finish really is the biggest, point of note, I suppose, about this track. Yeah, let's go. look at the records. We got Heffest once again in the first place. He also likes tech, so that makes sense. Let's go from Oscar Bay. And they do the gap. Called it. So he gets you tighter line there, much more speed. Very nice landing there on the right side to get right into the finish, keeping all of their speed, missing all of that grass, barely touching that pole. Nice tight line there on the right side, full speed. Heffest just ahead the whole time. Ooh, and super tight on the left side, eking out 1/100th of a second, not even a full 100th of a second, like 5/1000ths of a second ahead of Flechettas. So let's actually look at Flechettas and Heffest here. Flechettas, they're pretty much even. Heffest just slightly ahead around this corner. Nice full speed, full grip, landing on the right tires to get a sooner landing, and really tight into the left side there, straight line. Heffest again just barely ahead, using that trick from Stadium. What was that, on AO1, I think, where he actually angles himself slightly just before the finish, so his tire goes in to get him that extra, like 5/1000ths, like not even 1/100th of a second. Well done. Heffest again showing that he may be a veteran, but he is not old. Well done to everybody. Vase, Shinex, Oscar Bay, Flechettas and Heffest. Flechettas and Heffest just neck and neck that whole run, taking that gap, as I was saying. That does give you the straighter line. Well done to everybody. Absolutely. We are on the last track of week 34. Thank you again for being here, and huge shout out to the Bald Nerd for the raid. You're awesome. We are on Trackmania. As I was saying, this should just be called Travesty or something. So I got a pretty wicked run on this. I got a Zoop that ended up giving me a pretty cool line. So check out my run here. So we go tight on that red booster, hit the inside of, or outside of that hill, so we can just barely dip across the top, or like skirt across the top of that dune. And if I hadn't have hit that wall there on the left, I would have had enough speed to get another Zoop off of that next one. Appreciate that. Man, that's huge. I literally just got monetized, so it you know, it's a long road. I appreciate you. Every little bit helps. And it's cool to have a little community. Do you do Trackmania content regularly? I'm gonna be honest, I don't browse a lot. I'm a terrible streamer. I only really watch the stuff that gives me drops. Sometimes I'll watch random content if it's somebody that I'm interested in. Alright, let's see what they did here for the world records. Dreams, 5th in the world here. They went to the right. I knew it. Oh my god, that immediate rocket boost. What just happened there? Okay, so first off, they got a buffer boost off of the swap. So if you swap vehicles rapidly in succession, it will like top out your speedometer. The yellow booster is interesting, and then he just dips up. Oh my god, there's so much going on there in such a short period of time. Holy cow. So it gets the buffer boost, and then wow, that was wicked. Oh my god. Bro just got like 150,000 points, front flip Christ air into the freaking burial finish. Like, amazing. Holy cow. That is impressive. All right, let's see. How did Leo DeLeo do faster? Oh, he just cheated, apparently. Yep. Okay, so Leo DeLeo cheated. Okay, 07 to that guy. All right, so excellent work to Bionic. Like, holy cow. The freaking front flip and just barely getting over the tip of that hill. For sure. I do TM usually once a week, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week, depends on how I feel, but I always do a review on Tuesdays, and I like to do rivals and stuff. Freaking sometimes random things. I haven't played rivals actually. I've been kind of looking to other things because it feels like rivals is really taken over a lot by the like sponsored streamers and stuff, and so it's kind of hard to get a edge in there. But in any case, holy cow, well done to Bionic. Seriously, I mean, that run is just insanity. There's so much going on there. That zoop into a front flip, getting him just barely over that lip, zooping him into the finish. Like, whoa. Like, and all of the, like, the swaps. Every time that he swaps, goes through one of the vehicles, swaps, it gives him another speed boost. And it's just genius. Absolutely beautiful. Wild finish. Well done. Mind blowing. Great job to Bionic, Twist, Barty, and Dreams. They're in the top 5. Leo DeLeo, about to get banned. Sorry, buddy. Just had to do it, didn't you, buddy? All right, Brixton Arena. When I first saw the screenshot for this one, it kind of reminded me of one of the tracks from Stadium, if I'm being honest. But once you get into it, it is nothing like that. It's actually in reverse perspective from where you're looking at it on the thumbnail there. So if you start from the top, go down the bottom, and it's mostly ice there, or not ice, but plastic. Feels like ice. And some hill sections, a nice tight turn in the finish. I did spend a little bit of time grinding this one last night. I discovered that you can basically go straight here. Oh. Go away. You can basically go straight here from the start and then do a nice little wiggle here. Try to keep all that hill, and then you can go down here so you can get tight to the inside there. Definitely want to be tighter than that. And then try to get as tight to the inside of that as you can. Maybe a little drift here to give you some speed and get as close to the inside as you can there. Now, that wasn't the greatest run, but that's basically the idea. So we're gonna do that a couple times. That already was an author medal run, so if you do that kind of thing, then you're pretty much guaranteed to get author medal on this track. It is not a difficult medal to achieve. Go a little bit tighter there. I lost some speed. There is a, of course there's a cut. Are you talking about through the catwalk there, right before the finish? Or is it like somewhere around here? Okay, that was a much tighter line. It's a terrible start, but you can go through there. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought you were talking about. Yeah, I did notice that, but at the same time, like, you want to get as tight of a line as you can there, so, or like, you want to be more inside at the finish line, I guess I should say. So you actually kind of want to go a little wide, I would say, or maybe not wide, but oh, even tighter than that, huh? That's what she said. Okay. Damn it. I am not a pro player by any means, but I like to be a little competitive, you know. I at least try to make it into the top 50 in Oregon every week. That's a tough line. Damn it. I don't know how much I want to grind on this one right now, since I already got the author medal and stuff, but that's why we're here. So we try to get as tight as we can there. Nice and straight across there. Nope, lost our speed through the drift. Dang. Wasn't a terrible run. Yeah, because you got all those uprights when you go through the catwalk or scaffolding or whatever. Didn't play enough deep dip for that. Uh-oh. Lost contact. So that's another thing as you're coming down this hill. If you actually are going too quickly, then you'll lose contact. So you kind of got to go at an angle, which makes it harder to get a tight line there. Quick and dirty. Okay. I mean, I like cheeseburger macaroni. I'd be down for some of that right now, but... There we go. Nope. Shit. Ugh. I had a good line up until that point, but I freaking slid out off of the plastic. Need to go a little bit wider, maybe, so I can come in a little bit closer on that last wall. Nope. Yeah. Bad. Hey yo, what up A to Z? Damn, it's early for you, buddy. Appreciate you being here, taking the time out of your morning. Are you about to go to sleep, or you live on a different time zone or something? Like, live in a certain time zone, but live by another? Ah, damn it. Gotta get used to that line. I gotta quit paying attention to chat so much. Sorry, guys. Lock it in. Oh, kept a tire on the ground, but still lost some speed. That was pretty tight, but be straighter. That was a good line there. Nope. And failed. 11:15, huh? Dang. Well, I greatly appreciate you, man. Huge shout out to the Bald Nerd. Find him on Twitch. Give him a follow. Trackmania streamer. Most people here are probably here because of him, though, so appreciate you either way, man. Give this one a couple more tries, and we're probably gonna move on to the next track. Ooh, there we go. That was a good line. Not quite. Dang. That was a good line, though. Alright, well, we'll stick with that for now. Top 35 in Oregon's alright, but I'll definitely get knocked down before the end of the week. Hopefully it keeps me in the top 50, otherwise I'm going to have to grind it out again later. A place where you can fall. Ooh, that was like Silent Hill. This one kind of reminds me of, was it another track of the day? It was like an ice car or snow car track where it was like this frozen lake and you were bouncing around between sections of ice and stuff. Death Road. Alright, week 35. Alright, this one looks like it might actually be kind of fun. Actual author time, 13:3:63. Oh god, I do not love the rally car, that's for sure. Seems like driving up the wall actually isn't a terrible idea in some spots. Whoa! I swear I didn't turn that much. Damn. $316. That's a proverb. Appreciate you. That's cool. Thank you so much. Just checking out the new week of Trackmania weekly shorts. Death Road week 35. Ooh, damn, I was doing pretty good there. I like tracks like this. Kind of like challenge tracks. I like playing like hill climbers and stuff, so this is actually kind of reminiscent of that in a way. Slid too much there. Nice straight line there. Uh-oh. Lost all of our speed. Damn it. Well, 16.2's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Keep our speed in a couple of these sections, though. Less bunny hoppy bullshit and try to skip that wall. It kind of throws you into the wall a little bit. Yeah, this one's fun. Yeah, like I was saying, I'm an RPG gamer, so like this is the kind of stuff that really hits for me. The things that really challenge you, kind of have to go at it like tactically, plan out your run a little bit. Like it's not just straightforward. Like if this was just a dirt path with a fall off, like it would be no big deal. But with all the bumpies, it completely changes the dynamic of the track entirely. Like you get boosts off of sections on the left that you don't feel like you should. And there's a couple of spots where you can actually keep a ton of speed. Ooh, 1/100. Alright, that's 130 in Oregon. Alright, well, I got a lot to do on this track apparently, so go there, try to, I think the goal here is better if you use action key 2. Well, unfortunately, I do not have that benefit, so I just have to freaking finesse it. Ah, fucking flag. Yeah, I'm on a console, so I mean, I do have the benefit of like, you know, a little bit of extra control like in the fine movement, but at the same time, like joysticks on controllers are not as what's the word I'm looking for? Not sure what you mean. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I apologize. Trying to think about stuff and reading chat at the same time, and I just totally fell apart. I'm bad. Alright, so let's see here. Ah, damn. That was actually pretty good. So that left side there, just inside that pole, is actually good. Oh, I can set up action keys. You're right. I could technically. I could put action key 2. Yeah, I could put action key 2 on like the left bumper or something. What's the left bumper used for? Just the records, right? Oh, the ghosts. I don't really change the ghosts anyway. Oh, you can't? You literally can't unassign? Yes. It literally won't let me unassign it. Damn. Alright, what's right bumper used for? Scores. Alright, well, we'll do that instead. But what? What's happening? Why? Turn off the ghost. Unbind. Ah. It still didn't work. Weird. I wonder why. Might just be something to do with my connection, maybe somehow? Did I hit no? Oh, wow, okay. That's why. I'm just not smart, apparently. Ah, I was hitting no. Okay. I thought it had no automatically highlighted. It's hard with the way that they have the contrast set up. Like, because everything else gets brighter green when you highlight it, you know? So I was thinking it was the other way around. I appreciate that. Alright. Let's see what Action Key 2 does for us. Okay, so you want to be much sooner there. At least with the Action Key anyway. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta press it every time at the start. I noticed that. Whoop. Right, yeah, I don't have to hold the button, which I appreciate that. That's tough. Sure I shouldn't be using Action Key 3? Turn a lot earlier. Yeah. Oh. A little bit of an improvement. 13.7. Well, isn't that good for you? Good job. That's almost the author time. Author time's got to be close to whatever the current record is now, I would think. If it actually is 13.3. 13.6. 30 to 35 minutes, and don't really use action keys. Yeah, what do you got to say about that? TBN, the bald nerd. We got Monia over here. Monia Solari. Monia. Hello, thank you for joining the chat. Yeah, she's got a 13.6. What do you got to say to that, huh? You're gonna have to step it up, bro. Oh, and you were lucky on the run you had. Just YouTube viewers are freaking putting you to shame right now, buddy. And based on the name, I'm just guessing it's a girl too, so, you know. Spent ages aiming for 13.9. Yeah, that's probably gonna be me in a minute, so. I appreciate you for helping me with the action keys, though. That's something I didn't know I could do on the console, actually, to be honest. Oh, that was a much better run. 14-3, that's not too bad. Oh, you're happy for women to be you. Okay. I bet. Moving on. And we got top 40 in Oregon. Not too bad so far. Oh, I forgot. Action keys. Thanks, man. Hope to catch you around. Appreciate you once again for the raid. Oh, it's your mom's account. Oh, okay. 17 and a boy. Okay, well, that's fine. Everybody knows that children are better at things. Like, they require reflexes anyway. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. I take all that shit talking back. I was looking at chat right there. Oh my god. That was such a good run. Alright, man. Rest well. Don't let the kids freaking send you to the moon in the morning. I suppose kids are already back in school right now, aren't they? Holy cow. Alright, well, having Action Key 2 really helps. Yeah, this one's fun. I'm having a blast actually on this track, and having the Action Key, as I was just saying, really does help. Oh. No! Ah, that little bump there at the end screwed me. Oh man, that was bad. Just all the way. Okay. Nope. Appreciate the follows, by the way. That is awesome. Gotten a bunch of follows today. Huge. Trackmania days are always good for me. I am playing Trackmania. Trackmania 2020 to be precise. Kind of an older game. I guess older franchise. Mostly community driven. A lot of the maps, this one included, tracks, courses are created by members of the community. So they like design the assets outside of the game and then like import them in and create their own tracks and stuff for other people. Shit, I need to turn that off, the action key right at the end. Trackmania got really popular a few years back with like the TikTok brain rot content, where they would have like people freaking reading some weird political stuff. Oh, console. Yeah, I'm a Xbox player. Yeah, pretty much exclusively. I don't have a computer that's good enough to play games nowadays. I used to, but long story, I actually had my laptop get misplaced, you could say, on a trip across the United States from Oregon to Florida, about as far as you could literally possibly go in one way. And one of my bags with my laptop in it got misplaced or ripped off or something at one of the Greyhound stations, and I just never got it back. So yeah. Are you a PC or console player? 19 in Oregon already? Dang. Oh, that was the wrong button. Yeah, I'm really having fun with this track. I'm gonna have to like force myself to stop playing this. Ooh, not very often that happens. This is like everything I like about racing games. It's challenging, the medium is different. First and second checkpoint, staying wide really builds a lot of speed. Action key 4. Okay. Well, I just used my first action key ever, so I'll have to play around with it. A 13-year-old laptop player, huh? Yeah, I used to have a laptop, and I loved that thing. It was a beast, though. That thing weighed 17 pounds. I don't know what that's like in kilos. Like 4, 3, 4, maybe even 5. I don't know, somewhere between like 3 and 5 kilos. It was heavy, whatever the case may be. It was chonker. It was like an inch and a half thick on the back, and when I would turn it on, the fan would go. I really enjoy this track. We're gonna move on to the next one. 19 in Oregon's good for the moment. I'll hold it there. We'll definitely have to come back to it, though. As I said, that is basically everything I enjoy about racing games, especially Trackmania. The odd surfaces and dirt. Dirt is where it's at for me. Okay. Snow car, immediately disappointed. Is there a checkpoint over here? Ah. I mean, Oregon's alright. The weather's kind of rough right now. It's like 96 degrees outside. Whee! Yeah, let's go. Okay, well, hit a lot of grass there. Wow, that was... Who puts a stairwell in the middle of the road? Come on, bro. What is this, Denmark? Jesus. Ooh, yeah. Whee! Alright, well, that wasn't too bad. That was actually kind of a fun one. Fan is always a turbo. Yeah, that was... I can't... It was, I had an Asus G74 XT, I think, and it had NVIDIA RTX 1370 in it, I want to say. It was, I bought it in like 2012, but even by today's standards, it's not terrible. Okay, so that's obvious. Are there even checkpoints on this track? There is not. Whoa. Okay. Wow. Can't sleep from the heat. Yeah. Yeah. Last night it was 83 degrees Fahrenheit. It was like, I want to say like 27, 28 Celsius maybe, somewhere around there. Okay. I mean, I cut a lot of the track, but what about my speed? That's the question. Oh. I guess speed doesn't matter when you ignore half the track. Do I have an AC? I got this cute little blue fan. Speaking of which, I think I'll turn it on now. I do have an air conditioner on, actually. It's just in the other room. Damn, okay, so there's a lot to improve there. Oh, okay, so I could actually go here instead. Oh, there's a booster there. Okay. So we go, okay, we want to shoot that gap there. Well, hello. Thank y'all for being here. I greatly appreciate you. Freaking YouTube's popping off right now. It's crazy. Damn it. I suck at that, apparently. This snow car. That's such a blind corner, though, really. Honestly, okay, so what else is here? Let's do the free cam. I never use the free cam. Let's give it a shot. So what do we got here? So we got a really skinny line there. Oh, but there's another booster. Okay. So we go through here. So we go from that corner down here through that ridiculous gap right there. Yeah. That's how I feel sometimes. After the week, like, I'll get on for the last day just to try to grind out a couple of more points if I can. And I'll find like a whole hidden path that I didn't even know existed, and I'll end up grinding on that for like another hour or two. Okay, so we go through there. You can't shoot that gap, so this last section you have to do clean, which is fine. It's not like it's a difficult path. Oh, there's hidden finishes. Why would you want? Can you bounce over that somehow? I don't think so. What do the hidden finishes achieve? I don't feel like these hidden finishes are really necessary. There's a treasure chest back here, isn't there? Oh, and a duck. Quack. Oh, there's another booster back here? What is this path? How do you even get back here? And it goes this way. And there's a finish right there? Bro, okay. This map is wild. What is happening? Okay. So we go down this way. Missed the booster, but that's okay. I wanted to go this way. Oh, that is rough. Okay. I want to hit that booster. Go. Hit the booster. Left of the mushroom. Damn. How do you even... Okay. So if you go this way... Okay, taking the first one's not worth it. I did notice that there was quite a gap underground. Did they like make a whole cave or something down there? Is that what you're telling me? I mean, it would make sense with the mushrooms and stuff. Oh, dang it. That is a tough gap, ladies. Okay, so we go this way. Damn. That building, so much to hit. Human body temperature is 27. Right, okay. So, yeah. 39. Yeah, 32 is like 108 degrees, I think, or something. 39 degrees, it's like 120. Holy cow. That's boiling. Okay. So what's down there? Cute. There a water path? What? Wow, that has got to be like the most well-hidden finish of all time. I don't see anything underground really. Or are you just saying like you looked underground and found stuff? A gamer when he's playing is always at 30C. Okay. That's hilarious. Okay, so that booster there. How is that gap even possible? Oh my god. Okay, so we go down this way. And no, there was a booster on the left side. So we go. There's a booster that a finish that's obtainable underground. Interesting. Spent more time looking around this track than I have actually like trying to drive though. Damn it. Okay, I need to go more to the left of that one. I was looking at the wrong building again. They use the same asset a couple of times and it threw me off. Okay. So I'll go this way instead. Damn it. Same issue I was having. Holy cow. Yeah, that is such a tight gap. Holy crap. How would I even? Seriously. Like, it's obviously faster than my initial path. Oh man, that gap sucks. Ah. There's a finish that's obtainable underground. I don't even know how you would get underground at this point. Damn it. God, that is such a crazy gap there. Like, all of these paths are super tight. Oh, nice. Oh. Oh my god. This is a rough map. Oh, okay. Yeah, the one that... Yeah, it's like in the back area. Ah, damn it. Yeah, once I hit that gap, that's really all that's holding me back right now, is that gap right there. Just need to hit that gap and then I should be able to make it no problem, but it's just rough. great, but we'll take it. It's faster. 2.3 seconds faster, in fact. Holy cow. Still not even top 50 in Oregon. So there's obviously still more here. So let's think. So taking the right side for the first booster isn't worth it. But this booster is, if you can land it. The next level. I guess so. No, he's saying that like if you look actually underground, it appears like there could be some stuff here, but yeah, if you actually look underground, you can see the assets sometimes. Like you can see those boosters there, and that finish line, that's the one he was talking about. Yeah, you can see it underground there. I feel like there's still why? There's 2 finishes there? Man, they really just like, they just put finishes wherever. Yeah, going that path isn't worth it, no matter how you look at it. We go this way. Try to take the left, damn it, try to take the left side. Damn it. Smash into too much stuff. That's why I'm so stupid. Alright, then we want to go to the inside of that mushroom for an even rougher landing, apparently. What the hell? Alright. Wow, I released so much there. It's just like almost not even possible. I have to have like the perfect angle for that. Almost. If I hadn't hit that rope. Damn it. Oh, that was so close. Gotta fly to the left and angle to the right. That's it. That's it. Now we're cooking. Oh, but my PB already finished. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of different routes that you can take here. Obviously, this is the fastest start, and then I would say this is honestly the fastest finish. But if you can just shoot that gap without hitting any of the walls, like if I hadn't hit those walls, I probably would have done it 2 seconds faster. Like, not even exaggerating. Damn it. It's just such a tight gap. And that's like my nemesis. I really don't like tight paths. Oh my, I got excited. And I didn't know what to do. Okay, so we shot that gap. There we go. There we go. Let's go, boy. Yeah, another second. Hell yeah. Ooh, nice. 28 in Oregon. 1, 2, 3, 7 in the United States. I'll take that. I'll take top 1500. I mean, spoil away. It's not like there's story that I'm going to be missing. I mean, I do enjoy the hunt, like finding the path myself, but yeah, no, if there's something I'm missing, definitely. Hit it up, boy. Already went down a position. That's funny. Dune Dozer, number 4. Alright, I'm assuming this is a dirt map for sure. 2 checkpoints. Huge downhill to the start, and a magnet. Okay, so we want to skip 15,389. After you drop, you can full right and drop out of the map. Alright. Alright, we'll try it. I see you actually mean obtainable underground though, okay. So oh, I see, but it's ice down there. So you got to get the trajectory correct, like from the start. Oops. Right about there. Damn it. Oh, I just missed it. Okay, so slightly more to the right. Dang it. It's only slightly faster. If I just drive better, might save me a little bit. Almost. Almost had the perfect trajectory there. Damn it. Dang. I had a better trajectory last time. I tried going too soon then. There we go. Almost. Okay. So if I just drive a little bit smoother. Yeah. It just has to do with how you come off of that hill. Because it's really bumpy. If you come off the low side, then it's a much shallower angle. Damn it. Dang it. Ah. Wait. Nah, maybe not. We'll give this a couple more tries and then I'll do something a little different. I have another idea here. No! Ah, if I had the right angle there, I would have hit it. Or I would have I would have PB'd. That's what I was trying to say. Oh, that was I almost nailed it. That was so close. Damn it. Very interesting. Well, thank you for the pointers. It's huge. Galtino. This map is all about the trajectory. It's almost like they did this on purpose. Because it's kind of... Oh! It's kind of freaking, like, on brand for the rest of the track, if I'm being honest. Ooh, I kept much more speed that time. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, no! Ah! Need that line, though. If I keep that straight line like I had there... Ah! Those uprights, posts on the side of the building, screw me. Yeah, this track is, like, it should have just been called Trajectory City or something. Or Trajectory Town. Because literally, like, every segment is about trajectory. There it is, boys. Let's go! Okay. You still got me beat by 0.2, but I greatly appreciate that. It was built for speed running. You know, yeah. Well, because it has because there's 0 checkpoints, like start to finish. That's like the epitome of speed running for sure. Number 22, top 1,800 in the United States. Top 800 in the United States. That is epic. I appreciate you for that. I may have to grind that a couple more times, see if I can't get a better line on that, but that was sweet. Greatly appreciate you for that one. Huge shout out to Gattino for the help there. Oh, wrong direction. I guess I should freaking do the overhead camera, but I like to race it first. Overhead camera kind of feels like cheating in a way to me. Okay. So we want to try to skip that dirt section, because otherwise it'll make us slide out. Or just take it a little bit wider, I guess? Uh-oh. Oh, damn it. Okay, so this is all about cutting corners. And straight lines. Ah, damn it. Yeah, this is my style of map right here. And hey, stick around for a minute if you are looking for some new fun tracks or whatever to play. I actually have a campaign of my own that I've been working on. I'll show that off here. Might as well. Dune Desert, that's a fun track, actually. I could grind the shit out of that one. I probably will grind the shit out of that one. Let's hit up the last one, Slip and Bug Slide. Yeah, I saw the name of this one. So bug slides are fun. To the right. Okay. So we go down first and then bug slide. No, okay. So we want to start turning prior, like here probably. There we go. Oh, damn. That actually kind of helped somehow. Oh, man. Okay, this is interesting. No. Ah, dang. Getting the turn in the air for that one's tough. So you want to be on the inside because you don't want that gap, actually. Or you just got to do it better, apparently. Oh, wicked. Let's go. Okay. That was actually kind of unintentional, but it worked out so well. No? Wow. There's always one. One's always a little bit of a challenge. But anyway, yeah, I got my own campaign that I've been working on. It's a STDM rally. Stadium Rally. No, too far. Dang it. I turned too far that time. That was actually a really good line. Oh, I kept all my speed there. Yes! Let's go! That was sweet. That felt so good. That was fun as heck. Alright. I will give that one a thumbs up. And we will exit. Oh, come on. There we go. It's a dirt track. Or dirt campaign. I like dirt. Hence the rally name. I played a lot of MX versus ATV back in the day. That's kind of my shit, for sure. That's where it's at. Anyway, in Oregon, currently, I would guarantee I'm probably like inside the top, definitely inside the top 50, maybe inside the top 30 right now. A couple of those tracks got some really good scores inside the top 1,000 in the United States on a couple of them. Top 2K in North America. Top 5K on a couple in the world. Not too bad, not too bad. So hop over to clubs here. We got TBL Rally is my club. I really only made it so that I could create the campaign. So it is STDM Rally. I got 4 tracks there currently, and they're a little mixed up. STDM Rally 1, the second track is actually the first track that I ever made. But we'll check it out here. STDM Rally, definitely check it out if you're looking for some new fun dirt content. There's a couple of bug slides you can pull off on this track too. Just for this. Yeah. That's so, oh my god, that's like almost verbatim. I was gonna make a video. I was gonna make a video a couple of weeks back, the 5th anniversary weekly shorts campaign. The one that was like plastic with the wall hug and the water slide at the end. There was some bug slides on that, and I really at that point was still not good at bug slides, and I got a like crazy good run with a bug slide on that track. Or no, it wasn't that one. Oh, it was a different one. It was one of them from that week. There was another track from that week, but I did a crazy good freaking bug slide, and I was like, oh my god, I learned bug slides for this. No, it was the one before that. That's right. It was the week before that, actually. So I'll drive this one time, and then I'll go show you the track that I'm talking about. So go here to the left. You want to try to go uphill to avoid the slide out, and then nice flick dirt slide around this corner, and want to try to shoot the gap there between the whoops on either side. Oh, that's a good one. There we go. Beautiful landing. Little flick. Flick and wiggle. Keep our speed. Shoot the whoops. And smash into the wall. But that's okay. That's the idea. Oh yeah, for sure. I don't think there's even 50 people that have even played it. Anyway. Next track. This is the first track that I ever made right here. In Trackmania, anyway. I've made tracks in other games. Start off here, go around the pillar so you can keep contact on the road, maintain your speed. That was my PB from spring of like 23 or something. Go up here, there's a dual path here. You can go to the left, get a nice straight line there, try if you can anyway. And then you can actually shortcut this wall. And if you land right, you can go downhill there. Wouldn't even know where to start. Oh, like creating a track? Yeah, I get you. Yeah. Honestly, like, I just started putting stuff together that seemed fun, and I tested it a few times until I had like a smooth path, and I decorated it. that was basically it. Anyway, that was a terrible downhill section there. You want to try to stay to the bottom or the outside edge of that so you can maintain your speed. No slide if you can, but it's nearly impossible. And then there's a sausage road section here that you got to really watch out for. You come to the inside here, and then you use a little bump there so you can get a tighter turn so you don't have to drift this corner. And then you go uphill here. Lots of little bumps. And finale stanza section up the wall, 90-degree quarter pipe, and into the Quidditch. Boom. Oh yeah, no, it's. I think like the most any of my tracks have played is like 10 people. I've only made 4 tracks. Anyway, this is STDM Rally 3. This is a Pathfinder track. I really like the Pathfinder style. And I'm not going to give away my PB. So, we got checkpoints here. There's 13 checkpoints on this track. There's also some finishes down below that you can hit. So there's all kinds of different places. There's several different finishes, several different finishes, there's 13 checkpoints that you got to hit all together. So you got to find all the checkpoints, and then once you found all the checkpoints, you got to find the nearest finish. So take 1 checkpoint there, 2 checkpoints here, got a 3rd checkpoint here, and then we can go down here. Oh, that sucks. There's a checkpoint down there. A lot of people said this track is a little too much. I think it's great. It really harkens back to the like MX versus ATV kind of sort of stuff that I like. The freestyle motocross kind of aesthetic. Anyway, we'll go this way instead because this is the better direction. We'll go here, and then we drop down here. There's a hidden checkpoint back here, and this path actually connects to another platform back behind. And there's a couple more finishes over here, but we're not worried about those. Instead, we're going to go to this platform now. And there's 4 checkpoints on this or 3 checkpoints on this platform we got to hit. No, there is 4. I was right. Okay. So we go here. And then we hit this checkpoint and go around here. And then back through this checkpoint. And then now that we've hit all of that, we can come this way and come to the last platform. 5 more checkpoints. Gotta hit that checkpoint. And we come around this section to the final platform, which I think is the most fun, because you get to do a little sweet little 360 here. So, whee! And then into the finish line. Yeah. Fun little Pathfinder experience. And then for the last track, this one, I tried to actually really design this one well. That's the idea. You know, it's always a challenge at the start, but the idea is to play with it a little and see what you can get out of it. Anyway, so this one, I tried to really design this one well, so that like everything freaking felt super smooth, and there's actually like a couple of speed checks that you have to hit just right. So we come around here, drift that, around this segment, and then we go up here on the outside, and then down on the outside, or yeah, inside and then down on the outside. Try to keep our speed for this segment, which I barely did because I smashed the wall. But then we come around here, tight to the inside of this, and then we watch out for that dune on the left side because that'll flip you out. Come down here, try to stay to the wall so that you can keep contact on the road. Again, stay to the wall so you can keep contact and get a tighter turn there. Because you need a real tight turn to come around this segment. Up and around. And then this is probably the most challenging spot right here. There's this double bump on the left. Oof. So there's that double bump on the left. And when you hit that double bump, it tries to throw you out. But if you hit it at just the right speed and angle, then you'll land on the road above so smoothly. It's one of the most satisfying things ever, really. We'll do this again. Try to do this a little bit better anyway. Might not have enough speed. I did not have enough speed. That's funny. Hitting the wall, I had more speed. Around this outside. You want to try to ride the line if you can. Yeah, it's my logo. Also because I don't have like a pre-made thumbnail for all of my videos really, so I just put that up there for something quick. If it's a specific thing, like the other day I reacted to Schmaniel's deep slip run, or the segmented thing. Sometimes I'll make thumbnails for those and post them up later, but yeah, some of my live streams just have the lips because it's my logo. Anyway, so this is a segment. So you want to try to come to the outside of that, a little bit to the inside, and then out to the outside, and boom, that was it. That was the perfect landing that I was talking about. So smooth, it's satisfying as hell. Anyway, super tight ice spot right here. And then we go up here into the finish. I feel like I probably should have made the finish a little bit shorter, but yeah. Those are the tracks that I have now. I'm working on a fifth one. If you want to see it, I haven't finalized it yet, but I'll show you what I got going on. It's mostly dirt wood transitions. I was gonna do like a dirt flick, but the Xbox doesn't give you a lot of control over your pieces. So we're gonna go test from the start. Quick 90 here. This is kind of a shorter track, so it might even go before that one that we just did. Down this dirt section, and then snow car here. Really tight turn. Gets tighter right at the end, and then you drop down into this section, and this one loops back on itself, so you can actually come from either direction on this one. Whoops. Anyway, loops back on itself. Down around here, around the outside. Try to keep as much speed as you can. You don't really need a ton, but you do need a bit to get back up here. And you go whoop, transition down below, stay to the outside so that you can keep your contact, speed around the corner and into the finish. It's a nice little short trek. Can ask AI to make one for me. Oh, a thumbnail? Well, see, so I have used AI for some things, a couple of things, just to play around, but I'm like one of those obstinate kind of fuckheads because I'm actually an artist myself. In fact, those lips that you were just talking about, I don't have it here, but those lips you were just talking about are actually hand drawn. I drew that all by hand, and that's a picture. It's not like a screenshot or anything. That's actually like a picture from a photo camera that I took. So that's my logo. My sister made that. This was supposed to be a birthday present for my mom, but she never freaking showed up for her own damn birthday. So, you know, whatever. I didn't design the whole thing, but I customized it and painted it. I got a whole art set down here, down below that you can't actually see. Oh, this is a good one. One moment. I got a project that I've been working on. Shit. Got a project that I've been working on for a while here. That's sketchy. I use my my Xbox box as a spray box for like a little miniature spray room. But let's switch the camera here so you can see better. This is I bought the design and then I had to modify it because my 3D printer actually wouldn't support it, so I had to modify several pieces of it. I cut it into segments, like the wings and stuff. The wings and the tail weren't attached. Can't even tell anymore, but the wings and the tail weren't attached to begin with. And I put it all together, used an airbrush and hand brushes and painted it all up. It's a project that actually, it was supposed to be a Christmas present, but then it ended up being a much bigger project than I was expecting. What's kind of sad? The fact that I used my Xbox box as a spray box? Because I'm a broke bitch? Sorry, I missed it. Oh, my mom not showing up to her own birthday. Yeah, that is sad. In any case, yeah, some projects that I've been working on. So, I mean, I could use AI. I guess I don't really have anything against it, but I like to design my own thing. Some of them are kind of like almost meme worthy. Like my last thumbnail for Dead Cells. That one was definitely kind of meme worthy. Anyway, let's get back to the weeklies. We got one more track to do this week. Oh, actually, no, we did all the tracks. Well, I kind of want to put a little bit more work into this one because the bug slides was fun. Anyway, greatly appreciate everybody who's here. Once again, you guys are awesome. YouTube's been popping off, super active today. If you like the content, please do hit that follow button. And thank you to everybody who has hit the follow button. Thank you again to the bald nerd. I too have a bald spot, so we, bald in solidarity. But yeah, thanks again to the bald nerd for rating. That's epic. Yeah, check out my Trackmania content. I do Trackmania every Tuesday. And every Wednesday I do, well, my schedule currently is Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I do Trackmania Tuesday and whatever Wednesday. Basically, literally play whatever I want on Wednesday, but I'm kind of working on making a more solid schedule. If you're on YouTube, please do go over to Twitch and give me a follow over there. Links are down in the description. I just got monetized over there, so I'm trying to get my follower count up. Greatly appreciate you guys. We're gonna do one or two more runs on this, and I'm probably gonna call it for the day. You guys have been awesome. I usually only do like maybe an hour, like hour and a half at most of Trackmania stuff, but it's just been so active in chat, and I've been having so much fun chatting with you guys. You're awesome. Damn. So I do want that kind of a tight bug slide there, but if it gets too tight, then I don't get enough speed. Another problem is too, though, is that like the bump thing. so I gotta come out right as the bump hits. Oh, get him, Zaphon! Sick him! Yeah, work with wood. Okay, well, if you like wood, that's cool. And I get the perfectionist thing. I am definitely one of those myself. Yeah, it took a long time for me to make that first track. I'm not gonna lie. Like, not because I, like, stressed out over it or whatever, but... Oh, I'm an idiot. Hilarious, though. You guys get to see my intense face. Anyway, I worked... I didn't put, like, a ton of work into the track itself, but, like, it took a long time for me to convince myself to just do it, you know what I mean? Like, cause yeah, I wanted my first track to just be a super impressive, like, pro kind of experience, you know, so I actually did kind of research, like, different styles and stuff before I made my first track. It did take me a while, but I decided that I really like wood because, like, MX versus ATV is a thing that I really enjoy, and there's a lot of mechanics that are in this game that kind of give you the ability to play with some of that same kind of, like, freestyle movement and whatnot. That was way too much air. Oh! If I had been just a tiny bit faster there. Okay. So we actually want the airtime. So that's another thing, is because of... Yeah, I lost all my speed because I came out of the bug slide wrong. Because of the reactor, airtime is actually good. Yes! Oh my god, no way! Wow. That's crazy. I can't believe I was actually slower there. Wow. Okay. Nice. Sweet. Sweet! Oh my god, let's go! That was huge. Try full speeding once. So, like, wall hug it? Is that what you're saying? Oh, there is, like, a wall hug route to the outside. I didn't see that. That's not worth it. So you want to go inside for sure. Holy shit! Damn, that actually might be the way to go. If I can get to the outside. Oh, wow, you go so fast. Holy cow. Wow. That's actually kind of scary. So I feel like actually this has potential. if I can freaking hit, if I go full speed on the first one, hear me out. So if I go full speed on the first one, and then bug slide, since I'm gonna have so much speed, I'll hit the ceiling. So that might give me an early bug slide. Almost, okay. Imagine being in that car, right? I think about that sometimes. Bro's going 500 miles an hour right now. Just imagine just the start. You go from 0 to 200 kilometers an hour in like 0.3 seconds. Like almost exactly that fast, in fact. Like the velocity of that, you just got to think about the G's. Like he's got to be freaking dealing with like freaking like 13 or 14 G's of force off of that. Actually, you know, full speed might be a way to go. If I can get a little full speed around the first turn. Yeah, if I full speed around the first turn, got to hit that wall just right. Bug slide around the second turn. Damn. Ooh. Would have smashed right into that one. Okay, so we go into the wall, bug slide. Nope, didn't get enough of a turn. Oh man. Nope, two overturned that time. Damn, this is interesting. There's actually like, there's a little bit of theory crafting that could be made for this track. Because just going full bug slide isn't the best option, because you can build so much speed off of that wall hug if you can hit it right. You probably build a ton of speed off of that wall hug too. And then with enough speed, you come in and get just an immediate freaking bug slide off of that. Alright, let's try one more time. Hug the wall. Hug the wall. Nope. Didn't get far enough to the right. We need to be a little bit farther to the right when we come out of that wall hug. Oh, that was almost perfect. Okay, there we go. Didn't work. Damn it. Well, I'll take top 55 in Oregon for now. That was fun. 14.8 as the world record. Okay. I'll remember that prediction for next Tuesday. But for now, as I said, I appreciate everybody who watched. If you are a Trackmania player, do feel free to check out my campaign, STDM Rally. I got 4 maps there trying to get more people to play it. So please do try it out. Greatly appreciate everybody. Hope everyone has a wonderful afternoon or morning. Some of you guys are up ridiculously early or crazy late. Damn kids. But regardless, I greatly appreciate you guys for being here. You're awesome. Hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe. Stay cool, because it is a scorcher right now here in the Northern Hemisphere. And as always, trust in the Bloodlust.